Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Lenny. Now, Lenny may seem completely friendly and like he won't pick a fight with someone, but you best believe that he will defend you if it comes to it, especially from awful catcallers. He will do his best to make sure they stay away from you. So when someone tries to catcall you while the two of you are walking together, he does not wait for you to say anything. No, he goes up to them, frowning. You better stop it right now, or I will stop you myself, he says. And you're only watching in surprise, blushing a little bit. You didn't think that he would care so much, or at least take action against this. For the most part, what you would do would just be to ignore them. But maybe he has more experience with catcallers than you expected. What with having a sister? And nobody's safe from catcalling in Fontaine. Maybe that's why he got so sick of it so fast. So when the guy actually did not stop, Lenny did not hold back. No, he slapped him, harshly. And that's when you remembered that he does work with a Fatui. Magician and all, but he does work with the Fatui, and you have to remember this. Lenny, darling, enough. I don't think that we need to do this any longer. How about we just go home? You tell him. And he sighs, shaking his head. All right, if you want to. I'm sure he's learned a lesson that he won't forget anytime soon. To see him so angry at someone was surely a new experience, but it was a good one. To see him letting out his own emotions, and also because it was kind of hot, but you don't have to admit that. And as you walked on your way home, he wrapped an arm around your back, pulling you a little bit close. Are you alright, darling? I didn't want to scare you or anything. Oh, I am, Lenny. That was just a little bit surprising. But don't worry, you didn't scare me at all. And he was relieved for that. He didn't want to put you off or anything. Wriothesley. Wriothesley had no idea that someone would be brave enough to catcall you. But then, when he turned around towards the source of the voice, he actually knew why they had the audacity in the first place. The person catcalling you was pretty drunk, and that's why he did not notice that you were with the Duke himself. And maybe he would have found it funny if that person was not directly bothering you and making you feel unsafe. Do you want me to deal with them personally, Wyan? He said, and you looked at him uncomfortably, fidgeting. No, I think we can just go, you say, and it's only because you're sure that if he dealt with him personally, there wouldn't be too much happening. Aside from that person getting their teeth broken at the very least. And as upset as you are at getting catcalled, you're not really mad to that extent. That's why you just squeeze his hand and keep on going. Except the person is not smart enough to actually shut their mouths up. No, they keep walking right behind you, catcalling you once more. And that's when Risley sighs. Well, he leaves me no choice, he says, and that's all the warning you get before Risley knocks him out, chuckling. Don't worry about it. He's not going to be injured. I will probably have the displeasure of seeing him at the fortress, but for now I will just wait for the guards to take him. And it's quite swift, really. The guards come in to take him just 5 minutes later. And when he looks at you, he smiles and kisses your cheek. Are you alright, darling? Hopefully that wasn't too much. I did not mean to dampen the mood at all. But duty calls sometimes. Well, I'm not sure if that was your duty, Risley, but if you say so.
And I do. Now come on, darling. Let's go home. It's getting quite late.
Neuvillette. Neuvillette was very, very firm when it came to boundaries. And so, if someone tried to actually overstep those boundaries, he's going to be very angry with them. Because how dare they try to make you uncomfortable? To be truthful, it would be about the same with anyone else, except that the two of you are close and he's emotionally invested, so he would be quite angry. Perhaps angrier than he should be. And it's very weird for him to experience such a strong emotion. But this particular human has annoyed him far too greatly. And that's why he did not actually decide to do anything at first. Taking a deep breath and trying to calm down.
Wyan, I apologize. Allow me a moment, he said, as he heard him catcall you again.
Who was this person? And how dare they do this in front of Neuvillette? You had no idea. But it only took Neuvillette 2 moments to go over to them and tell the guards to take them into custody.
I really meant to forgive that person, but as you can see, I tried my best and they were not really cooperating, he said.
And you could truly see that. He never wanted to abuse his power, and he didn't. But most importantly, he did not want to pick a fight with any of the humans. It made him a little bit sad. He did not want to make anyone upset. But sometimes, harsh actions had to be taken. And he could not guarantee that this person would never annoy anyone else, especially if they dared to annoy you and catcall you in this manner while he was in vicinity. So, as the two of you walked home, he just held your hand gently.
I am very sorry, Wyan. I truly did not mean to bother you. I truly did not mean for our time to be overshadowed by something like this. But I must end our meeting early. I will have to deal with some affairs,
he says. But he does actually get you home first. He's a gentleman after all. He kisses the back of your hand and says his goodbyes. And as for that person, a trial has to be held, just to be fair.